Yo, what's up YouTube? It's your boy Dream who's back with another video, and today we're back with another after the game. And if you guys been following this YouTube channel for a while, or if you're new, this is a series where I do a recap of one game that transpired either yesterday or today. And for this case, I'm going to be talking about the Knicks versus the Bulls, a game that the Bulls came out and triumphed over the Knicks, 119 over 115. And this was a boring and an entertaining game at the same time. And let me just get right into it. Remember to like the video, subscribe, and let me get into it. So, as you guys know, if you guys are real ones, I always try to start off the video positivity with the Bulls, with the team that won. So I'm going to talk about the Bulls. And today, the Bulls showed me some flashes. The big three, the DeMar DeRozan, Nikola Vucevic, Zach LaVine, all had 27 plus points. Zach LaVine in the first half was just nothing of phenomenal. Some would say he's a pure hooper. That's what he is. He's just a guy that's just gonna get buckets, tough shots you wouldn't think would go in. He makes them. That's literally what Zach LaVine is. DeMar DeRozan played a phenomenal game too. 10 for 10 from the free throw line, 12 for 19 from the field. That's just what that's just what DeMar DeRozan is. He's a bucket getter as well. And on the Bulls, you see that Zach LaVine defers to DeMar DeRozan during the game, and he just lets DeMar DeRozan play his game. Even when he's not shooting threes, he's still gonna get buckets from the mid-range area or attacking the paint. At 34 points tonight, 10 for 11 from the free throw line, and like I said, 12 for 19 from the field. That's just what DeMar DeRozan did, and had 18 points in the fourth quarter. If that's not clutch to you, I don't know what is. DeMar DeRozan was simply fantastic this game. Lonzo Ball showed great defense this game, but Lonzo Ball's jump shot, he was 2 for 10. Yeah, the games I've watched the Bulls in, it's either he's red hot or he's just cold. There's no in between with Lonzo. It's really crazy. Either one game he's just scorching hot from the 3-point line, or he's ice cold like he was today. And he was ice cold, but he did show some defensive effort this game. And the Bulls, he was a main reason why the Bulls were leading by 20 points for majority of this game, from the first quarter, second quarter, even midway through the third quarter. They were up 20 points on the New York Knicks, and that's due to Zach LaVine, Lonzo Ball, Vucevic, DeMar DeRozan, and I'd even bring up Alex Caruso. Had 6 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 steals. You know, he's one of the best perimeter defenders in the league, and he showed it. If you guys watched the game, late game, he got that steal on Julius Randle. That's just what Alex Caruso do. He's a hustler. He's one of the best perimeter defenders in the NBA. That is what Alex Caruso is. So the Bulls just look fantastic. They're 15-8. So this is a team we've expected to be good coming into the season. They've been everything I thought they would be. And now transitioning to the Knicks, they've been everything I thought they would be. To be honest with you, this game, for majority of the game, they came out starting this game with no energy, no defensive effort. It's pretty shocking because they're being coached under Tibbs, who prides himself on the defensive end. And just like the last game I watched them against the Nets, they started off slow. And it's just a problem with the Knicks, man. And if I'm a Knicks fan, it really hurts. Back-to-back games, you're down 20, then your team rallies in the third quarter, comes back, and then in the fourth quarter, you make some good plays, but you make some plays that kills you. And first, let me start with Julius Randle, because if you just look at his stats, it'll say Julius Randle actually had a good game. If you just look at his stats, he had 30 points, 2 blocks, 12 rebounds, 4 for 21 from the field, 14 from 21 from the field. That's just what Julius Randle does. He didn't even attempt a 3-pointer this game. But when you actually watch the game, this is where you don't look at the box score, and this is where you actually have to watch the game. This is where eye test comes in. And that 14 of 21, I promise you, 3 of them or 4 of them, the misses he made were bunnies from the layup. I know sometimes he gets fouled, and he's been complaining about that, but he needs to make those layups. And man, these free throws it's becoming a problem with Julius Randle. I haven't watched a lot of Knicks games, but this is becoming a problem. He's missing these late game free throws. He was 2 for 5, and he missed 2 late game free throws in the fourth quarter. That can't happen if you really want to be a good team in the playoffs. And he's not the only one to blame in this game. Alex Burks, who played the most minutes in NBA history for a regular season game, that's not including overtime, just the first quarter to the fourth quarter, he played the most minutes. He played 42 minutes and 58 seconds, and he was not good. He was just not good. But that's what Tibbs do. He likes playing his guys. He likes running them to the ground. And Mitchell Robinson, he was 3 for 5 from the field, had 5 blocks. It was times where this man was just he's the defensive anchor for the Knicks. And even Fournier shot good from the 3-point line, didn't really shoot good from the field. Taj Gibson, there was a lot of questionable calls in the first quarter that was going against the Knicks. Taj Gibson got ejected, which I would say was unrightfully ejected. Even Mike Breen was like, bro, that's just not a right ejection. Like, he got up, he complained because he felt like he didn't get an offensive foul. He didn't deserve an offensive foul. But, that's what sometimes refs do. And I'm in the belief that some refs should be fine because you need that depth from Taj Gibson since Nerlens Noel didn't play and RJ Barrett didn't play. And you're taking away Taj Gibson in just 3 minutes of action. Ejecting him because he was complaining about a call is outright stupid to me. Derrick Rose was okay in this game, but 8 for 8 from the free throw line. But just to talk about the Knicks, and not just this game, but watching the Knicks, they frustrate me. And I'm not even a Knicks fan. They really, really, really frustrate me because they just come sometimes into the game with no energy. And yes, sometimes the refs doesn't go your way all the time, but there's times where you just gotta just play through it, man. Like Shaq said the other day, like Julius Randle shouldn't complain about all these calls, like, going to the media complaining about it. Like, yes, you're bigger and stronger, and the refs should call the foul on you, but just play through it. That's just how it is. And the Knicks, I don't know, man. This team was never going to make deep postseason run. That's never been the aspirations for this team. Like, the real expectations for this team is to never win a championship. Like, if we're being realistic, this team right now currently constructed is at best going to be a first round knockout at best. And honestly, I really want to see these two teams meet in the playoffs. The Bulls versus the Knicks, the first 3 games been very, very, very entertaining. And this game was up and down. Like I said, the Bulls led for majority of the game. The Knicks went on that third quarter run to cut that lead, and then fourth quarter was entertaining. DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine came up clutch. Julius Randle was coming up clutch too, but he missed late game free throws. At the end of the day, Julius Randle isn't that guy. He isn't that guy. And I was in the spaces with some people on Twitter. You guys should follow me at Dream Hoops. And honestly, a lot of Knicks fans are optimistic about Julius Randle. He's just not that guy. He's just not your number one option to win a championship, and that's okay. But we just want him to be a smarter player, and that's what I want him to be too. Because the mistakes he keeps making the same mistakes. The late game free throw misses. Like, you need to correct that, Julius. You got to correct that. You got to be better when they're double teaming you, seeing the double team. You got to be better at that. You got to be better, Julius. You just got to. And I do believe he's going to get better. I don't think he's going to be getting better to the degree to make this team a good playoff team. This team has a ceiling, and its ceiling is a first round knockout. I still think the Knicks are going to make the playoffs because they still got a decent core. But that's as far as they'll go. And I just want to see these two teams in the playoffs, honestly. There's not much more I got to talk about in this video. So let me know what you guys think about this game. Let me know if I'm tripping on my take about the Knicks thinking they're not going to go far. Let me know if I'm tripping about the Bulls. And I'm pretty high on them. I think they're going to have a deep postseason run in the East. I'm pretty high on them. Don't think they're going to beat the Miami Heat, obviously. But, that's another topic for another day. But, remember to follow me at Twitter. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Like the video. Hit the notification bell to keep you posted. And your boy Dream Hoops is out, man. Peace.